Corn and soybeans have long been cash crops for Indiana farmers. Soon Mother Nature may be a moneymaker too, with wind harvested hundreds of feet in the air. There's a proposed Eon wind farm for Posey and Gibson counties. But Eyewitness News' Stuart Hammer shows us in this follow-up to our special report, cool breeze or hot air. In some parts of Indiana where wind farms turn, not everyone sees dollar signs.
Blowing through Tipton County, about an hour north of Indy. Around and around, these blades have struck a chord and caused a rift among thousands who've planted roots.
Kind of like being in the background and just kind of strumming along where all the guys do the hard parts up front.
Sounds outside David Johnston's home in Elwood aren't tuned like they used to be.
It's pretty quiet. When the kids were growing up, they could ride their bicycles up and down the road.
Since almost 80 turbines were built in 2012, David has lived with perpetual wind.
Sounds like a jet airplane circling overhead.
It's hardly music to the ears.
It divided families. It divided neighbors against neighbors. It just divided friendships.
Jane Harper was a county commissioner when Eon Energy first made its pitch in the late 2000s. It was anticipated after nearby Benton County built its first wind farm in 2007. Tipton had an ordinance, and pushback was minimal.
There were really not very many people were resisting.
From Harper's perspective, people wanted wind.
The voters are all over in Anderson. You know, the people who get the tax benefits.
But Johnston is a guy who's had to live with it some 1,200 feet behind his yard.
I'm not a fan. If I had wanted to live in an industrial area, I would have bought a home in an industrial area.
And then there's a fella like Arliss Tyner, who's been doing yard work at his home since 1971.
They don't bother me. I don't like them because, you know, the looks.
Tyner doesn't have to look hard to see a turbine in any direction.
The noise, I don't hear any noise from them. And of course they just don't bother me.
But even for a guy who doesn't mind it, turbines are still hard to ignore.
There's a lot of war veterans out there who got used to having a leg blown off and, you know, got used to having one eye. Yes, you can get used to it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing.
Tipton County got $1.2 million up front from Eon. Now it's only paid in property taxes. But Harper says that cash can't buy everyone happiness.
I regret that we made that decision. That money was not worth what these people were going through.
Understand what your neighbors are feeling and talk to them.
Some feel a gap from 1 acre to the next.
You know, the people who make money from them and have them on their property, they love them. The people who don't make money from them and just have to put up with them, they don't love them.
And there's a lasting thorn in David's side. No savings on energy and a loss in value of his home.
It went from $184,000 to $120,000.
If there's a tune in Tipton County, Harper hopes others hear it.
County commissioners are to represent everyone in the county. And if they have pushback or resistance, then they have to listen to those people and what their concerns are.
Songs in the air might have brought a windfall to some. But for people like David, it's just noise in the background.
You can't put a price on their loss of quality of life.
Stuart Hammer, Eyewitness News.